Hello, my loves, and welcome to your pick a card reading. Today we're going to be doing a reading about no contact. I'm just gonna cleanse this space, and I just want you to take a moment now to have a think about your person and what you want to find out, what you want to know. So we have here pile 1 with the Larimar, pile 2 for the Amethyst, and pile 3 with the Amber. So take a deep breath. Just take a moment, and maybe you can close your eyes and then open them and see which one of these piles attracts you the most. And whichever one attracts you the most, that is the pile that you should listen to. So, pile 1, you chose the Larimar. We're going to look at this later. So today we are using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. This is like my favorite traditional tarot deck. I have quite a few tarot decks, but I really like using this one. Okay, so we want to know, what is the energy of your person now? What is the energy of your person now? Ooh. So you have the Page of Cups reversed. What happened during no contact? Oh. Oh dear. What happened during no contact? You have the Queen of Wands in reverse. I wonder if that's them or if that's you. Alright, their true feelings. Their true feelings. Okay, 6 of Pentacles. What's blocking them from reaching out? What's blocking them from reaching out? What is the energy that... Oh, should we take this jump stack? Fuck it. Fuck it, we'll take it. And so this last card is basically like, what's the outcome? What's going to be the outcome of this situation with this person? Yeah, like, what's it looking like for you guys in the future? Are you guys gonna get back together, or like, what sort of, what can we expect? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen with this card? Oh shit. Sorry guys. Okay. All right, interesting. On the top of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and then we have on the bottom of the deck, Justice. So with that, there's like this energy of, I don't know, maybe somebody, it's something to do with like finances or career, and they weren't able to start their career somehow, and then karma. So it's either, oh my god, my cat's gonna get the fish. Hold on. Mars, I'm sorry. I have to protect him. Pearl, you cannot eat him. He's not edible. He's a Siamese fighting fish. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, it seems that maybe for some reason there was a missed opportunity with like starting a career here with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. But yeah, here's Justice. So either that is the result of karma, or someone's gonna get their karma for doing that. All right, let me just briefly take a look at this. What's blocking them from reaching out? Oh my goodness. You have the 9 of Wands in reverse, the Sun in reverse, the 8 of Swords in reverse, and the Moon. All right. So basically here, their energy now, you've got the Page of Cups in reverse. So like I said before, cups are about emotions, and page is like somebody at the beginning of an emotional journey or like an emotional lesson, you know, like this is the beginning stages of learning something or experiencing something to do with emotions, but it's upside down. So this is kind of like, for me, I'm getting quite a lot of avoidant energy here. So this person that you're in no contact with is likely somebody who has like avoidant attachment style. Yeah. They're just not really willing to look at how they feel. They're not really willing to start any like personal development and looking into their emotions and how they feel and stuff. And then you've got the Queen of Wands in reverse, which is what was happening during the no contact. So to me, when I see the Queen of Wands reversed, this is like they were trying to make things happen. It kind of messed them up. Like during no contact really has them messing up their dreams and what they're trying to manifest, what they're trying to build. Yeah, like it really, they haven't been having a very good time. That's what I can see. Like they're feeling a little bit defeated. And then here is the Six of Pentacles. This card talks about how they feel about you. So, as you can see here, there's like scales, right? And it could mean a couple of things. So it could mean that they feel like you have impacted them financially, because there is like a little bit of a theme there, like when we picked out the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Justice card. So we have scales again here. So there's like a running theme in this. I don't know whatever was going on in you guys' relationship, but there could be, can you please, Ocean, sorry. Yeah, I don't know what was going on in your relationship, but it could be a lot to do with like financial stuff. So maybe they blame you for their financial situation. Maybe they feel like you've impacted them financially, or maybe they've spent a lot, or I don't know what it is, but there's something to do with money. How they feel about you is connected to how they feel about their financial situation. And yeah, the scales here, it's like maybe they feel like something, like they want the scores to be even, or they want some sort of like justice. So yeah, and then so what's blocking them from reaching out? So we got this really interesting jump stack here. We got the Nine of Wands in reverse, the Sun in reverse, the Eight of Swords in reverse, and then the Moon. So what these cards tell me is basically that the reason why they're not reaching out to you, it's got nothing to do with you. It's all to do with like the way that they feel mentally. You know, it's about what's going on in their own mind. That is what is stopping them from reaching out to you. So I get this general energy of just exhaustion, and here we have the Moon, which is to do with intuition, but also like illusions and things like that. So it could also be that they're afraid that if they do reach out to you, what is it going to mean? You know, it's to do with like this avoidant energy again. Maybe if they do reach out to you, they're afraid of the truth coming out, and you know, they don't really know how to deal with the truth of the situation, the truth of what they did, which relates to this last card, which is the Outcome, which is like really, like, I'm really sorry guys, you know, this is just the card that came out. I don't really choose. Yeah. This is the card of betrayal. This is the card of cheating. This is the card of heartbreak. So maybe you're gonna find out something about what they did. Maybe they betrayed you. It could be that they betrayed you financially, or, you know, it could even be cheating, really. I want to clarify. Yeah, let me clarify all of these, actually. Oh! Okay. It's interesting. Wasn't expecting that. Surrender. Oh. Two cards came out here. Doubt and judgment. Card 3, clarifier for card 3, please. This one. Okay. Okay. Alright. Clarifier for position number 4. But yeah, I can definitely sense that this person that you're dealing with is definitely dealing with like avoidant issues. Like they just don't want to face, they don't want to face reality. You know, they're in denial. Oh my goodness. Just one, please. I only want one. Don't give me like so many cards. Goodness. Just one, please. Okay, there we go. Oh. Okay, yeah. That's exactly what we were saying. Fear. Alright, okay, we got 3 cards here. It's fine. The outcome. Guilt, grief, self-esteem. How am I supposed to arrange the cards with you on the table? You are in a frisky mood. Are you in a frisky mood? What's going on? You want to do the tarot readings as well? Yes, it's very hot. Hot. Fire. Fire is hot. Okay. Okay. She wanted to join. Right. So their energy. Surrender. I release my need to control. So, like, yeah, this is basically, they're trying to control, they're trying to, like, not face something. Like, here we've got denial, right? So this card shows us that they're, like, in emotional denial. They don't want to start this emotional lesson. They're trying to, like, avoid it, you know? Avoidance. So they're being called to surrender, but they're not really surrendering. And then we have here, like, what has been going on during the no contact, right? And we've got doubt and judgment. I really need to know all the answers. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So because they've been stuck in these feelings of doubt and judgment, that's what's contributed to them feeling this Queen of Wands in reverse energy. You know, when you're stuck in these low vibe frequencies, it's really, really hard to make anything happen. If you're trying to make things happen in your life and you're filled with doubt and judgment, it's really, really hard to manifest when you're in these low frequencies. So that's why I think this is what's been going on for them during no contact. They've been trying to make stuff happen, but it's just been impossible, and they feel defeated by their own energy. And how they feel about you, denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So, like, this bottom part is what they should be doing. But yeah, denial. They're probably denying how they treated you, or like denying what happened in the relationship, and they're trying to focus more on like the impact it had to their career. They're thinking more about how the relationship impacted them financially or career-wise, rather than, you know, like facing the truth of what the real issue was in the relationship. You know, they're focusing on the wrong things, and that's because they're in denial. They don't actually want to see the full truth of the relationship. They're trying to like deflect and redirect and like focus on career stuff. And yeah, why they're not reaching out, this is as clear as can be. Fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So they're just afraid. They're afraid of what you're going to say. They're afraid of the truth, what they're going to find out about themselves. They're afraid of facing who they really are and what they did and, you know, how they contributed to the relationship falling apart, basically. And yeah, the last card, the outcome. We've got guilt, grief, and self-esteem. So I think the outcome is, I don't know, maybe there was a third party, maybe there was some sort of betrayal, maybe you're gonna find that out, but it doesn't really look like you guys are gonna reconcile. It just looks like the relationship is gonna end. And then we have this last card here, self-esteem. I possess the gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Yeah, this is basically, this is just saying here, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So sometimes you have to just say goodbye to a relationship and take the lessons that you learn from it and just, you know, use it to have better relationships in the future. Because yeah, there are just some relationships that aren't meant to be for the long term. It's just meant for you to grow and expand and to let go of, so that something better can come into your life. So yeah, that's your reading. Sorry, I know it was heavy. It's not something that I chose. And your archangel card is the goat. Act from your innate wisdom. Archangel, what? Pearl, Miek, and Pan, god of nature. Alright, I'm going to read this card for you because I have no idea who these people are, what that's about. Goat. But you got the goat. Greatest of all time. Where is it? Goat. Yodelay, 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 hoo-hoo. Where's G? Okay, here. About goats. Goats who originate from Orion, the ascended constellation of enlightenment, are highly intelligent animals. They are often misunderstood, though when they feel appreciated, they are generous, loyal, and nurturing. They love to be free to wander, spreading golden light and wisdom wherever they go. They balance this desire for space and independence by enjoying the companionship of the herd. These special animals all have a great sense of balance. They love to clamber in the mountains, and stand on rocks and peaks, gazing at the world and seeing all from a higher perspective. When you see a goat standing on a pinnacle, it may be linking into Orion for inspiration, for their sole mission is to lighten the vibration of our planet. Their service work is to clear unwanted vegetation and rubbish. Sorry. Their service work is to clear unwanted vegetation and rubbish. That really stood out to me. I feel like this person that you're in no contact with is here to clear unwanted vegetation and rubbish from your life. I feel like this person was just in your life to clear out some of your old beliefs and the old ways that you saw the world, and, you know, like certain patterns, certain things that weren't working for you. This person came into your life to show you all the ways that certain beliefs and certain behaviors that you had weren't working. So, you know, like maybe you don't have very good boundaries. So this is like clearing out the programming that you have that is the reason why you don't have good boundaries. Yeah. So, you know, that's just one example. So when you choose this card, or when you get this card, your guidance is to be free and independent within the nurture of a loving, caring family or community. If you feel misunderstood, remember that you carry in your aura light and wisdom that are not always recognized. So if you feel misunderstood, remember that you carry light and wisdom in your aura, and these are not always recognized. Okay. You are invited to look at the circumstances of your life and challenging situations from a higher perspective. This will bring you much peace and enable your innate qualities of love, loyalty, and caring to develop. When you can do this, your essential wisdom will shine through. You will be acknowledged by those around you. Recognize who you are, and many will be drawn to your energy. Yeah, I think, like, honestly, this goat, yeah, it's basically just telling you that this person has come into your life to teach you some final kind of like lessons, which is preparing you for the next version of you. Like, you know, you're getting an energetic upgrade, and sometimes when you have an energetic upgrade, you have to have a little bit of bullshit to clear out all, you know, the muck and the gunk in your energy field, so that you can be in a different mindset and be in a different, like, yeah, a different headspace, a different mindset. And when you have a different perspective of life, your entire life literally, like, the whole world just looks different when you have a different perspective. You literally step into a different dimension. That is what quantum jumping is, you know? So yeah, thank you so much for being here. That is your reading. If you like this reading, then like the reading so that I know that it was okay. I know I'm not like terribly great at this, but you know, practice makes perfect, okay? So just thank you for being here on the yeah, thank you for being here in the beginning stages. Look, how nice is that? It matches the beginning stages of my channel. And yeah, have a nice day. I'm sorry, I know this reading was pretty heavy, but just know that there is light at the end of the tunnel, you know, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. There's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. So anyways, thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you in my next reading. Bye! I swear to God, pile 2, it is Mercury retrograde, so we're gonna have to, I was literally talking for like, I don't know, 20 minutes. Yeah, this is it. Let me just do this last card, and then I can explain everything to you. I'm gonna explain everything to you. At least it didn't fall on the fire. Regret. Okay, yes, you will regret. Alright, like I regret also not making sure that the recording was recording. Okay, so pile 2, you have the Amethyst card. We haven't checked what this oracle card says yet, but you do have your reading. So this card, what would you call it? Section 1. This is talking about them. So you've got here like insomnia. They're up all night thinking about what they did. They can't really get rest because they're in their thoughts. They feel like they've missed out on their wish. They feel like they wanted to manifest to you, and now that's gone. And it could be because they were focusing too much on like career or something to do with finances, because we have the Pentacles here. Yeah, something to do with Pentacles. For me, Pentacles are like to do with like money and career and stuff. So yeah, I feel like they're the type of person that kind of like can't really, they were stuck between you and their career or some sort of like opportunity or financial money thing. Yeah. And then it was clarified by this card, honesty. So right now, this person is being very honest with themselves, and they're realizing that that's why they're up all night. You know, they're actually thinking about what you guys went through together and what they did, and you know, that's why they're up all night. They can't sleep. And then here we have what's been going on while you guys have been in no contact. So we have the Justice card, which I was saying earlier while there was no recording going on, like they're getting their karma. We have swords again here. We have scales here. So what I was thinking was they're getting karma for their thoughts. Like they're having a bit more balance now, because before maybe they were only thinking about themselves, but now they're balancing out their thoughts and thinking about you as well. Yeah, I think they here again they've been doubting themselves a lot, because they realize that they weren't really thinking about the relationship from a fair perspective. So that's what's been going on during no contact. And so this is how they feel about you. So because they've been thinking about you and thinking about the relationship from a more balanced perspective, I think they've managed to, you know, reach a point where they actually understand what they put you through, and they understand how they treated you. Like, you have empathy there. But you got these weird cards. So you've got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, you've got the Page of Cups in reverse, and then you have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Page of Wands. So again, we've got like a theme with the Pentacles. So either, you know, I'm also getting now that maybe they did impact your career somehow. Maybe they realized that maybe they asked you to sacrifice your career and you were not happy about it. You know, because he wanted to start, or she, you know, wanted to start, I said he because it's a dude, right? But wanted to start something with you. Maybe, you know, wanted to start a new project or a new venture, or, you know, something, go somewhere, and wasn't really seeing how it was going to impact you, your career, and your finances. Yeah, or it could also be that they were just doubting. There was a lot of doubt here, like doubting that they could start anything with you, doubting that they could achieve stability with you, but they still felt a spark. But because of this empathy card, this clarifying empathy card, I think, well, anyways, it could be any one of those things. But something to do with their finances and career for sure. That was an issue in you guys' relationship. Something to do with finances, something to do with career. And then here we have the Chariot, which is explaining why you guys are in no contact. Like, why are they not contacting you? This actually came out upside down. So for this card, I was saying earlier that I think maybe they do want to contact you, but maybe you block them. So it's like the Chariot, you know, they're trying to get to you, but you've blocked them, so, you know, they can't really reach you. And then happiness came upside down. Yeah, I think they just, like, they probably do want to contact you, to be fair. So yeah, it's either they either they're blocked because you blocked them, or maybe they felt like things were going too fast. But I don't think so. I think that you blocked them, and I think it's because you were not happy. Yeah, I think you were really not happy, and you were trying to express that you weren't happy to this person, and they just weren't getting it, and they were just trying to like bulldoze their way through the situation. And you were like, you know what, fuck this, I don't really want to I don't want to be with you anymore, because I don't feel like I exist, because you don't even see me. Like, I'm trying to explain to you how I feel. I'm not happy with the way things are going, and they're just ignoring you and stuff. So yeah, I feel like that's the reason why you guys are in no contact. And then the outcome here is regret. So what I said for these cards was that I feel like, you know, you could alchemize, you could try to like repair the relationship, you know, maybe because he does, or she, or they do want to repair the relationship, but it's saying that, yeah, like these cards to me just kind of say like it's a bit of a waste of time. You're gonna end up in your thoughts depressed, because that's what the Nine of Swords is about. And you're, you know, there's gonna be something maybe that you wanted to start, like something that you wanted to manifest, and you're just not gonna be able to manifest it. Or it could also mean that, you know, you try to manifest this relationship, but it just ends up in depression. Yeah, I just don't really think, yeah, here, regret. I know that I cannot change the past. So I think maybe this person has done so much damage in the relationship already that it's just going to be really hard for you. Even if you do try to reconcile and try to like sort things out, it's just going to be really hard for you to get past the way that they treated you. And, you know, people also don't change overnight. So that's another thing. Maybe you need them to change a lot more than they're able to change. And so you're just going to regret it, because, yeah, it's just going to waste your time. Yeah. Sorry, guys. This is also not such a great reading. Okay, and so your angel card, Archangel Jophiel. Aspire to higher knowledge and wisdom, and you got giraffe. So giraffes could mean something for you potentially. I don't know. Let's see what it has to say. I'm just taking a drink. I'm so thirsty. Some nice sound effects. Must be deaf. Those people in that car must be absolutely deaf. Okay, the regal and elegant. Oh, excuse me. The regal and elegant fifth dimensional giraffes descend to Earth from Orion, the constellation of wisdom, carrying high frequency light. Their crown chakras are open, and this enables them to reach energetically into the galaxies to access knowledge and wisdom and download it into their energy fields. They stay connected with their home, Orion, through the ray of truth, and they spread this light through the ley lines of Earth. Giraffes demonstrate it is possible to look beyond the ordinary into the extraordinary. They remind us to view life from a higher perspective. At the same time, they're experiencing and learning about balance and coordination. They're very tuned into nature and love the natural world. While their soul mission is idealistic and noble, their service mission quite simply is to trim tall trees to allow new growth. Okay. When you receive this card of higher wisdom, it suggests that you look beyond the limitations of your current circumstances and situations. Continue to fulfill your daily commitments and responsibilities diligently while you explore your life from a higher perspective. You may then see things very differently. Internal change inevitably follows, and this is automatically reflected in your world. You were also asked to tune into your home planet in sleep or meditation and to connect to a ray of truth so that you can understand the true wisdom of your soul. Giraffe wisdom reminds you to act graciously with dignity, serenity, and balance at all times, and this will enable you to fulfill your dreams and your destiny. Stand in your power as a point of light. Okay, so yeah, I feel like basically this is saying to you that this relationship, there's like no point really in getting like so emotionally involved and like entangled in this situation. You want to try and like look at this entire situation from a higher perspective. You know, don't like try to take a step back, try to be more of an observer than a participator. Try and see like what the bigger picture of this relationship is trying to teach you about your boundaries, about how you feel about yourself, about what you want in life. You know, there's like so many ways that you can look at this, but ultimately I think it's like a question of, you know, what sort of a partner do you want in life? What do you need from a partner? What actually makes sense for you? Because also, you know, we attract similar energy to what we are. And there's like a very strong undercurrent of, you know, like this person is not very sure. Like there's a lot of doubt, a lot of thinking, a lot of like, I don't know, I just feel like this person doesn't really know what they want. They're not really stable enough to be able to give you what you need. And yeah, they're just going to cause you headache. They're just going to give you headache. If you continue trying to make this relationship work with this person, they might be a nice person. Don't get me wrong. Maybe they're a nice person, but they just don't know what they want. And it's just going to, yeah. It's just going to annoy you. So yeah, that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Let me know. Let me know if it resonated. Let me know what's going on with you. If you are so inclined to share, I would love to hear. And yeah, I hope to see you in my next reading. Thank you so much as well for being a part of the very beginning of this channel. It's really nice. And yeah, I appreciate your views. I appreciate you tuning in, and it means a lot to me that you're here. So thank you, and have a lovely day. Bye. All right, so here we have pile 3, final pile. I'm so thirsty. Okay, so you chose pile 3, the amber. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so we want to know what's going on in this no contact situation. So what is the energy of this person that you're in no contact with, first of all? The first 2 readings have been a bit bleak, so I'm wondering what this one is going to be like. Yeah. Well, you know, I can't control what the cards say. So don't shoot the messenger. I'm just a messenger. And yeah, just to remind you guys, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest, because it will be true for you, but not true for someone else, or not true for you and true for someone else. All right, what is the energy that this... Ooh. Well, that was interesting. Okay, this is the card that fell out. I think. Well, there's another card here that fell on the floor. I don't know which one it was. I think it was this card anyways. Right. We are not taking that stack because that is just silly. All right. This is, oh, okay. This person, your person, feels like they have too many options. That is the energy that they're in right now. I'm getting player energy. I'm getting that you're in no contact with the player. This is what's been going on while you guys haven't been in contact. So that's the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so the Five of Pentacles in reverse, it's like they've been getting themselves out of a sticky situation to do with their career and finances. That's what's been happening while you guys haven't been speaking. They've been focusing more on trying to, get out of like a stagnant financial hardship kind of situation. So how do they feel about you? Let's see. How do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? How does this person feel? Spirit. Okay. They're really trying to pick this card out properly for you. Oh, nope. Do it properly, I guess. Jump out. Jump out the way that you should jump out. Just one. Or a stack if you need to give me a stack. But okay. Okay. This one? I'm just gonna put this on the side to see. Okay, so how they feel about you. I'm getting from this that they feel like they could have had a happy, they feel like they could have had like a happy relationship with you, like a nice relationship with you, but either you or they were stuck in their head. You weren't able to kind of like weren't able to think about things from a new perspective. Oh my God. Okay, so the reason why you guys are in no contact is because of betrayal. So maybe there was a third party. Either I think okay. Alright. Yeah, player energy. Sorry. Okay, and the outcome, what is the outcome of this situation, this no contact? Like, what's gonna be the... Come on. Okay. Really? Oh. Okay. So what I'm getting from this is this person is very immature in their thinking. The person you're dealing with is like super immature. I'm getting like, I don't know why, like red pill. Somehow, you know, some sort of like weird, well, they think it's red pill, but really it's just stupidity, and immaturity and just idiocy, to be honest. And then you are in Empress energy. You are like, you know, so there's a very big difference between being a page and an Empress, right? So you guys already, like, from this, I can already see that you're a mismatch. I wouldn't bother with this person, really. They just seem like, I don't know, a bit of an idiot. Yeah. So this is their energy. They feel like, you know, they've got too many, like, options. That's the energy that they're in right now. They just feel like they have so many options. You know, they don't know which, they don't really know what they want, because they're spoiled for choice. While you guys haven't been talking, again, they haven't really, it's not like they've been focusing on other people or anything, but it's like they've just been focusing on, like, getting out of a financial situation. And then here, how they feel about you. Yeah, they just feel like you guys could have been happy together. They see that they feel like they could have a good relationship with you, but I think that either they or you are, like, unwilling to change your mind about something, or, like, you know, you're not willing to accept a different perspective on something. And the reason why you guys aren't talking is betrayal. Or maybe one of you suspects betrayal. Maybe you suspect that they had somebody else, or I don't really know. Or maybe you just know that this person has a lot of options. So maybe yeah, you know what? It could be that as well. It could be that you suspected something. And the reason why you're not in contact is because you suspect betrayal, but actually this person really did see themselves happy with you. But you just couldn't accept what they were telling you. You know, you weren't able to kind of, like, have this new way of thinking, or, like, get this new perspective. You're very much stuck in, you know, the way that you see things. So maybe you thought, yeah, that they betrayed you, or that there was somebody else, that they wanted somebody else, and that's the reason why you're in no contact. Yes. And yeah, the outcome here is that you lose the spark. You lose the spark. That's a shame. Okay, so yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, I feel like you can either stick to your guns, or you could give this person a chance. You know, if you want to actually try with them, maybe it might be a good idea to you know, reassess the situation a little bit, like, find out if there really was betrayal, or, you know, if it really is just, like, a misunderstanding, because it is Mercury retrograde. You know, there could be misunderstandings. I'm just going to use these oracle cards to get clarity on each section, because sometimes it helps. Well, not sometimes it helps, yeah. But it's interesting because the candles died. There's two flames as well, so it's like, yeah, there was a spark, and then it was gone. This is like a nicer reading compared to the other two. This is a little bit more lighter energy. Okay, come on, let's have some guidance. Could you please tell me what the vibe is for position number 1? Let's, like, get a little bit more depth into this person's energy. What is the energy of the no contact person? Hello? Okay. 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 Patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. These cards are notorious for doing this. I don't know. They just don't. Sometimes it's right away, but sometimes. Okay, there we go. Ah! Indecision. Yeah. Okay. This is card. That's exactly what this is. Indecision. Too many options. They can't decide, right? That's like that's their energy right now. They just can't decide. Maybe they just have a lot of options. I don't know. Okay. Oh. That's interesting. So I guess they've been in denial maybe. While you've been in no contact, they've just been in denial about your relationship. So how do they feel about you? Let's get a bit more clarity because you did get 2 cards and I'm curious. I want to know a bit more. Denial. What is denial about? Denial. While you've been in no contact, what's been going on? Denial. They've been in denial. Yeah, I guess they've just been in denial about the situation. Maybe they're like in denial about, I don't know, they're in denial about something. You're gonna know what it is. Oh, almost. Come on, guys. Okay. Okay, so I guess they just, yeah, how they feel about you is they feel like you could have had something, but they're just kind of like accepting that. They're accepting that, yeah, they just don't really care about you so much that, like, they're, you know, they've got other choices that they're entertaining. They're not really, like, they feel like, you know, you were just one of the options, and they feel like they could have had something nice with you, but because it didn't really work out, I think they're just kind of like, okay, whatever. And maybe you also didn't really want this because you need to feel chosen. Like, you know, you have that Empress energy, you know what you want, you know how you want to be treated, and you don't want someone who's entertaining, you know, you want someone who actually chooses you, not someone who is with you because of convenience or, you know, because you're, yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm getting. Okay, here. Ha! Patience. But it was upside down. But anyways, I accept that everything happens in divine order. So I don't know, it came out upside down. For some reason I feel like that's significant. I feel like maybe you lost patience, like you were impatient with a situation, you kind of like jumped the gun, because they weren't, you know, giving you what you needed to feel secure and stable. And so yeah, you were not patient, and that's the reason why you guys are in no contact, because you just ran out of patience with this person, and you didn't want to deal with their nonsense anymore. Okay, so outcome. What's the outcome? What's the outcome? We've got Ace of Wands in reverse. Oh! No, that's too many. This one did come out upright though. Okay, I'm gonna see if there's like another card that wants to come out, because oh, okay. Oh, interesting. So, trust and guilt. You got trust and guilt, and this is the outcome. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Yeah, so I think this is basically saying that you not miss an opportunity, but like, you know, there was like a chance for you guys to start something. There was a spark there, but the spark is gone. But you just have to trust it. Trust that there's a reason. You know, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So whatever you did, maybe, you know, whatever you did in this situation, just trust that your intuition and your inner voice has been guiding you correctly. You know, there's sometimes things don't really make sense right away, but it makes sense later on, and I think that will, you know, time will tell, as always. And then we have guilt here. I released any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So I think you might feel guilty, because you might feel like you missed a chance because you were, you know, you were impatient, but yeah, I think dwelling on if you had or if you hadn't, it doesn't really assist in your soul's growth, right? Because what actually helps you grow? What helps you grow is focusing on what is actually happening and what you can do with what is actually happening, not living too much in the past or too much in the future, right? Because you can't really grow there. I mean, you can use the past and you can use the future to help yourself grow in the moment, but it's really hard to grow in the past, and it's really hard to grow in the future. Growth happens right now, right? So, yeah, take your lessons, use them to make your present moment better. That's it, basically. Okay, and then for your final message, we have the Kingfisher, Archangel Bokpi. I'm butchering that. Be patient and focused, which is funny because you had no patience. Let's read it. What is it? What does it say? What is this card? What does it want to tell you? A B C D F G H I C E G. Oh, there we go. Okay. These beautiful birds are third dimensional and come from Sirius. They live in and by water, which keeps their energy pure. Water contains the love energy of the universe, and kingfishers carry this. Have I just moved the table? Oh my days. And kingfishers carry this agape, pure love and unconditional love, in their aura and spread it wherever they fly. When you gasp with pleasure as a kingfisher flashes past you, your sudden elevation in consciousness opens doors of opportunity in the universe. This bird is demonstrating the importance of maintaining clear and positive thoughts and being ready for any break or chance that comes your way. Kingfishers teach us about patience. While they wait serenely to catch a fish, they are holding their focus on one appearing. While they wait serenely to catch a fish, they are holding their focus on one appearing. By their positive intent, they attract the fish, and as soon as their goal is in sight, they act immediately. Okay, so I think there's a message here. Just focus on what sort of a partner, what sort of a relationship that you do want, and just wait for that. Yeah, and you already knew that you didn't want this person because they were like wishy-washy, so. Okay, guidance. This card is reminding you it is time to be clear about your heart's desire. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Set your vision positively and ask that it comes to you in a way that brings a positive outcome for everyone. Once you have decided what you wish to bring into your life, be prepared to be calm and patient. Yeah, don't just take any relationship that comes your way and, you know, be with somebody for the sake of potential, because that is just going to ruin your life. Just wait for what you actually want to manifest itself, because it will happen at the right time. You just have to wait. Yeah, be prepared to be calm and patient while you focus on it intently. Watch out for any signs from the universe or intuitions that may direct you to a course of action, but do not let your thoughts waver. Remember that they are inevitably drawing your desire to you. As soon as it is within grasp, take immediate action. This is a moment for speed and energy. The universe is about to offer you an opportunity, so stay positive and grounded. Something good is coming away. Yeah, I think so because this, you know, this relationship here hasn't really, you know, the spark is gone. It's not going anywhere. It's done, basically. You are going to end up with someone else who is much more suited for you. And the guidance is to wait for it patiently, and then not to hesitate as soon as you see it. You know, don't let shitty situations from your past get in the way of you going for what you know you want when you see it. So yeah, just be patient. Wait for the person that you really want to be with. You know, just have them in your mind. Imagine them. You know, maybe you can even script about them. You can just write down all the things that you do want in a relationship. You know, you don't want to write down anything like in a negative point of view. So like, for example, if you write, I want someone who doesn't drink, instead of writing that, just write down, I want someone who is sober, or I want someone who is, yeah, someone who's sober, someone who is fully healthy, someone who has healthy coping mechanisms, you know, things like that. You want to write it in like a positive way. So yeah, anyways, that is your reading. Let me know in the comments if it resonated. I always like to get feedback. You know, it's reassuring. It helps keep me motivated, and you know, it's just interesting for me to read in general. And yeah, thank you for being part of my journey. These are my very early videos for tarot. So, yeah, every single view is very much appreciated. And, yeah, thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. If you enjoyed this reading, then check out my channel for other readings. I will be posting readings as often as I can, at least once a week, but like hopefully more. And yeah, I guess like practice makes perfect, right? So the more I do them, the better they'll get. But you know, I haven't really been, like, this is a new channel, right? So if you're watching, you're one of very few who's watching. So if you're watching, then that means that my readings are probably going to be much more attuned to your energy, because I don't really have a big audience. So yeah, consider subscribing so that you always get updates on whenever I post a video. And if you want to give me a little bit of support as well, you don't want to subscribe, but you know, maybe you can like the video. That would also be super helpful. But yeah, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful life, and I will see you in my next reading, hopefully.